Oh well. I don't actually care now.
Huh?
It didn't notify any of the subscribers that I'd gone live.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to fix that.
Huh. Weird.
Isn't it?
Still alive?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a whole 9 people here hanging out with me.
Look at that.
Hello, 9 people hanging out with me. It's mostly the patrons.
Well,
That's a good
group. Ooh, are they
patrons,
my patrons
and
well?
a handful of people who were hanging out in the last stream, I think. Velvet's there.
Ooh, Velvet. Well, we got to see my Jack Frost picture that Patreon got. Well, we got to see my Jack Frost photo that Patreon got.
Wow. Did all of Patreon get it?
I think so, yeah.
Then I got it too.
Oh, did you? Did you see it?
No.
Look at it.
I haven't been on Patreon yet.
Got that, and then they got child photos today.
Oh, Allie's back. Hello. We're back.
Have you told Allie about the podcast?
The Dreary podcast?
Yeah. Oh my god, Allie would love it.
That's fair. So I think we talked about it during the Patreon stream.
We did. I don't know if we dropped the name and stuff.
I don't know.
You just talked about the synopsis of it.
That's fair. Been reading listening to Podfix recently because I just can be super productive while listening to them. And they're awesome. There's this one podfic person. Their name is the Gallipod, and they have this one fic called The Bucket List on Spotify. And if you care about Dreary, then go listen to it because it's so good. I've listened to The Bucket List 10 times. And I've also listened to The Bullet Hole once. The Bullet Hole one is not my favorite, but I don't hate it. I'm just not a huge fan of it.
I love Scaredy Cat so far.
So, and we're also now listening to one of their more recent ones, which is called Scaredy Cat, which is a fic where when Draco's stressed out, he turns into a kitten. And Hermione and Ron are too busy, and they make Harry deal with it. That one's wild because in it, I guess it's a good time after the movies and the books and everything, and Neville and Draco were a couple, and then they were broken up and still kind of fighting about it. And so interesting. But Neville cheated on Draco with Luna Lovegood, and I was like, oh my god, what is going on? But it's so good. I would love to recreate some scenes from The Bucket List. Because it's just, I love her voice and everything, and how she narrates and depicts the characters, and her writing is so clever. It's not very explicit, because she doesn't do very explicit things. There's a few explicit podfics, but I end up listening. I like to listen to the more story-based ones. Just because I don't know, I enjoy those more as podfics. I don't really mind the other ones because I've listened to a few explicit Hermione ones, and they weren't bad at all. Currently listening to Manacled because I was trying to read it, but it's just so long and I have so much stuff to do that I had to just find someone who was reading it to me. And I was just this is great. It's people who read fan fictions and then put them on podcasts are doing the Lord's work. Not Lord Voldemort.
Maybe.
Absolutely not. Fuck him. Stinky.
Voldemort has a fanfic.
Stinky no-nose man.
He runs fanfiction.net, I hear.
No, he runs a Wattpad.
He does. That stinky bitch.
But honestly, it's so weird and probably like not. I feel like everyone can relate to the fact that I just hate Madame Pomfrey even more than I hate Voldemort. I was like, because I hate Voldemort, but I hate Madame Pomfrey.
Do you mean Dolores Umbridge?
Yeah, not Madame Pomfrey. She's the
Nurse. I was like,
Dolores
the nurse,
Umbridge.
what'd she do to you? I was like, this damn
Dolores
lady
Umbridge.
for Harry's fucking arms. And you said, fuck this lady. She's like, I've had 5 lines in the whole series. How dare.
Yeah, no, not Madame Pomfrey.
Her name is extremely funner to say, though. Yay! Jules' gift is wrapped.
Hello, Suki. Hello, everybody.
To Jules. Nice.
It is done.
Oh my god. You know, I would love to start a podcast where I discussed fanfiction. If I had time. So perhaps when we move and I'm more organized, in like a perfect world, I'll be like super organized and I'll have time to wake up, take my tea, and discuss fanfiction.
I would actually be really cute. I would guest with you.
Oh yeah, Lindsay?
Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
It'd be fun.
So
We can talk
yeah.
about your fix and then we can talk about mine.
Your fics are so much different. Me and Liz have very different types of fics.
So your preferred style of podfic is my preferred style of reading fic.
The long one.
Long ones that are story based.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like committed to getting everything wrapped in this one paper I bought.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I actually have like 2 more rolls of paper I never opened. So maybe I'll use those on your gifts if they ever arrive. Maybe they'll arrive in November or something of next year.
You want me to read the fanfiction? I don't have like a cute British voice though. Or an English accent or an Australian accent or all the pleasant accents that you'd like to listen to. Because I could read it to you, but it would probably ruin the magic.
I would totally read the Bible if I like had permission to do so. But be like, please.
All the fics you like are from like fic writers that haven't existed in 10 years.
I know. I feel like I could get away with it with the Once and Future Taiyuki, because I don't think I can actually contact that lady anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That would just have to be like a fic that is like read for fun. Just for fun. Not really into like a. You know, there's people who have Patreons who are connected to their podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of neat.
Oh my god, Xenophone would totally let us review or their fics.
So, some early 4 p.m. she'll lay in bed until the TV show either ends or I sleep, whoever wins.
You work tomorrow?
I do. I wish I had the off day and I don't have to work like 7 days straight.
Fancy Professor Todoroki. I have so many Todorokis.
Nice. That's good. I work basically every day. My next day off is the 30th of this month.
Woman's Day. I'm suffering with you.
Oh yeah? Why would it be fun and entertaining?
Watch your nose suffer.
No, Suki's like, I'd love to hear you both read spicy fics. I think it would be fun and entertaining.
Please just read spicy food recipes.
I would just become very smarmy and Liz would become very done with me very quick.
Basically. We've decided that we're essentially just every personification of Draco Malfoy and Harry Potter in fanfiction. It's actually very amusing.
Is that this is a date? Absolutely not. You tease.
It's just so funny. And I...
This is like just natural obliviousness, just radiates with Harry Potter. It's very cute.
It's just so funny. We're always like the characters that are opposite our own color palette, like are like blonde, you know?
Yeah,
And like,
because I definitely have like more Harry's color palette.
yeah.
But also I think it like has a lot to do with like our preferences, because I just naturally prefer blondes and you naturally prefer brunettes.
I do. Yes. Stinky blondes. Blech.
Because we both wouldn't be able to keep it serious, it would be hilarious. You're fun and entertaining humans. Y'all are funny as fuck. Spicy comedy. Aw, yeah, all the spicy comedy.
Comedy. Oh, wait, is that not wrapped yet? Oops.
How long do you think this is gonna take me?
A million years.
What time is it right now?
I think it's like almost 11. My makeup test is going to be just a makeup test. And maybe some pictures.
Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:11 p.m.
Ooh, 11:11, make a wish. Fun fact, 11/11 is Liz and my self-proclaimed anniversary date because we can't figure out when we actually started dating. It's somewhere between that date and the 14th of November. It's either the 11th or the 14th, or somewhere 11th, 12th, 13th, or 14th.
So we just get a whole week.
We get a whole week, honestly. Because it was weird, because like there was like it was like the 8th or the 9th was Liz like being like, no, you're gonna cross the line, you can't cross this line. And it was somewhere between the 11th and the 14th where she was like, we're crossing this line.
Decided I didn't care. Rolling scissors. Nice.
Oh, were you talking about the Hades from the Hottest Man anime? Yeah, his wee fell out.
He did.
But then he got proposed to by Hercules, so I mean, who's the winner there? Hercules was like, oh, you've struck of my heart with your blue peen. It was actually very cute. We were all like, yes!
I missed it. I was like, why is everyone yelling? I was
Spice and romance.
like,
That's my favorite combination.
I missed the proposal. I was busy.
Did you?
Yeah, I was really focused on doing my job. I was like, what the hell is everyone doing? And I saw someone on one knee, and I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I was like, all right, tips.
More self-confidence, a better wardrobe.
Hey, this is leftover tissue paper that you can use. I'm just gonna throw it here. And also one more sticker.
I don't use those. I just write letters and lines.
Oh, stinky. Letters and lines.
Mm-hmm. Like D line, A line. That's how I sign presents. Very non-committal.
You're very cute, baby.
Suki goes, I didn't get to record the proposal, but somehow recorded the clothing malfunction.
No.
A lot happened in 60 seconds. I was like, and then there were some tatas on the stage. They fell out the top.
Oh no. Which performance?
I don't remember. It was like a girl and a guy couple performance. I don't remember.
Nice. Alright, cool. I'm basically done with all of my wrapping, so that's nice.
Was that the panel I was judging at home at? Well, I was one of the judges. There was like 5 of us. 4 of us?
It was fine with you guys.
No, 4 of us were the only judges though. Apparently. Or someone said that and I was like, that's interesting.
I was like, how do I get these to fit here without being in the way? Okay. I'm gonna get my Miku.
I've seen more body parts in the history of that show than I've seen outside of that show, honestly.
Every year I've seen that show, someone's had a wardrobe malfunction. It's like a
It
given.
comes with like that tiny of an outfit.
It does. Like the outfits are so small, and people are up there dancing,
in
Yeah.
tiny outfits.
and tiny outfits, and doing crazy like splits and all this stuff. And
Massive twerking and all that.
oh my god, Moose is on the glass. I wonder if he's gonna figure out how to open this.
He might. I gotta get a lock for it.
He looks like he's trying right now.
Who knows? Maybe he is. It's hard to open though,
But
because it hasn't like loosened up yet.
you're sneaking out. Moose. No sneaking.
He's like, I want pets.
No sneaking, Moose. No sneaks. Another thing I need to return is those extra things I got from my
How does Men of Anime showed up on the For You page? That's interesting.
Interesting. I need to return this bag of stuff that I ended up not using for Jack's staff. I'd like to return them. But once you came back of these,
Some carpet tape.
if I put this by the door, by the other things, I'll remember to take it. Perhaps I'll remember. Oh, I hope I have a binder like in your room. I really don't want to pull it out of my.
Yeah, I would totally get post-blocked if I didn't even record anything for the show, honestly. I was just along for the ride this year. Sometimes, like, Yaya recorded, like, everything. She was like, this is wild. Yeah, the Uzui was actually my judge's award because I was like, yes, the man with the polyamorous king. Also, all of his wives are hot, so 10 out of 10.
Found a binder.
Found a binder.
Mm-hmm.
You commandeer a binder.
Yeah.
Liz likes to lose all of her binders and then just commandeer mine. I've bought like 20 binders at this point. Maybe we'll find them when she moves. You know, you probably could post the skate one without any risk. There's absolutely nothing.
Sauce. No intense sauce.
No
or meat.
comprehensible spice there.
It's definitely like mean stuff, so you could definitely go with it.
Yeah, I feel like Liz had like a handful of binders. She just loses them all the time. They're like, you're gonna unpack and find like 50 binders.
Right? Oh my god, there was a nail on your floor.
I believe it.
Do you know what this would go to?
Absolutely not. Throw it in the trash. Maybe the ceiling light? I don't know.
I don't know. It was just like, ugh, I almost stepped on it.
We probably had it in there for Jack Frost staff.
Maybe.
I don't actually know.
That's actually a good point. That's probably what it was.
I feel like you gave me a crazy nail, and I was like, absolutely not, and I found you screws.
Wait, what?
I feel like you were like, yeah, I'm gonna use this nail, and I was like, absolutely not.
No, because we bought screws for Jack Frost.
Mm-hmm. But the night before, you were trying to use a nail. You were like, yeah, I'll just use nails.
Oh.
And I was like, no.
I did say I was going to use a nail.
And I was like, use a screw, and then you found the longest screw, and I was like, absolutely not, we're going to Home Depot. I think that wasn't even the night before. I think that was earlier in the day, because we went back out to Home Depot.
Yeah.
Liz made this whole thing, fucking Jack Frost staff, only to hold it in a selfie in a picture in the room and not bring it to
Yeah, I was like, it was 10 p.m. and I was like, this is ridiculous.
We also made an entire outfit for Jules to be the Sandman.
And she worked for like 2 hours, then gave up because it was.
I don't think it was. I think it was about an hour before it got too hot.
It was so hot, and there were so many people. I was like, I'm not mad at you. You do whatever you like. To be fair, she paid for the outfit, so. She bought the fabric, so it's fine.
God, I hate that.
Hmm?
Stepping on nails. They're talking about all the times they've stepped on nails. Wow. This is the Christmas theme. Christmas combat. Die Hard.
Die Hard! Cosplay Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. I have to do the other bald characters I want to do first.
You can be Bruce Willis, and I'll be Kevin Bacon.
Old man squad. How have you never seen Die Hard? Listen. Christmas tradition. We watch Harry Potter movies and we watch Die Hard. And then when we're done with those, watching those a handful of times, we watch Lord of the Rings. And when we're done with that, we watch stupid Hallmark romance or Netflix romance Christmas themed movies. Anime Fest, honestly, if you want to see us at a con, you're gonna have to request us. We're probably gonna not be going to any cons for outside of working conventions next year, aside from Katsu, just because we're gonna focus on like content creation and everything, so we won't be able to afford, plus we're like moving into a new house and we have to buy a washer and a dryer, so we just won't be budgeting conventions that we're not working. to be responsible next year. So, any cons you do want to see us at? Because we've said yes to a few cons next year that we'll announce when we're allowed to. But as for like for fun cons, the only one we have for next year is probably KrCos. And that's only because the hotel is non-refundable, so we have to go. Because I don't like to waste money. I was like, I don't know if we'll be there every day. The con, we might just do anniversary stuff since we didn't get to celebrate our anniversary last month because of drama. But we'll see. Regardless, we will be in DC in that specific area for that specific weekend. Scooby-Doo Christmas special. What's cute? You know, a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, I really wanted to do a Scooby-Doo cosplay, like a Bishi Scooby-Doo cosplay with like a brown suit and like a collar and the dog, but like make his like collar and tag look like a choker. Saucy Bishi Scooby-Doo. I'll buy the friend that tests me. You guys are so cute. I do have the pendant. It's like an actual pendant, like 14 karat gold Scooby-Doo dog tag pendant. It's very small. And I was just gonna get like a teal choker. And I think I have a brown blazer. So it could happen. And I just wore like a black shirt, I guess, to get that like brown and black color scheme. And like a brown and black wig. Like a brown wig with like black roots maybe. Everyone would be like, what is this? But I feel like that's my brand. My brand is, why did you do this? Like, did you need to sexualize the dog? Which is what everyone's like, oh my god, you cosplayed this, you're sexualizing it. And I was like, excuse me, just because you find me sexually appealing does not mean I've sexualized everything I dress as. I'm not a walking sex icon. I promise you I'm not. Who's a walking sex icon? Megan Fox. Damn. She could punch me and I would thank her. She could hit me with her car and I'd probably thank her, honestly.
Okay, time to start my process. Wish me luck. Oh wait, fuck. I gotta grab this.
In cosplay signing photos, I don't know if they would sexualize it, actually, yeah. they'd be like, "You're sexualizing yourself." Yes, actually, yeah.
I'll sexualize you.
Oh, will you?
Yeah.
Don't threaten me
For a
with
small
a good
fee.
time.
The fee being your time.
Oh, yeah. I was like, don't threaten me with a good time.
With a good time? Oh. I got donuts too.
Gonna add that into the sexy time.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do.
I'd eat donuts off of you.
Oh, would you?
Yeah.
Cute lady. Right.
Flip up your shoji screen so I don't have an ugly background. No offense to your noodles, but they ain't aesthetic.
Is donuts a euphemism?
What?
Is donuts a euphemism? Is it like a butt euphemism? I don't know. Yeah, we did Daphne and Velma, and people got so mad. But, like, literally, the Scooby-Doo movie we did them from, they're, like, adults and in their career jobs, and it's just so funny
Also,
how...
I'm only interested in Sarah Michelle Gellar's Daphne. I really don't give a damn about that version.
Yeah, we were doing, like, the versions from the second movie, and people were just not having it. And I was like, could you check your resources before you start saying stupid shit on my post? But also, they're fictional characters that have been around for years. Leave me alone. Remember when it was like the early 2000s and everyone, what was that rule that, like, if a fictional character existed, there was like a not safe for work version of it on the internet? Was it Rule 64 or something? I don't know, 84. Rule 34. Right? I wish they would make that canon. Fred does not deserve Daphne. Yeah, either way, when we were growing up, everyone just accepted that and minded their business. Nowadays, nobody minds their business. They're like, what are you doing? You're doing something I don't like. Time to dox you on the internet. The iconic Todoroki sitting on a hotel bed is also one of my favorite photos. People are like, this is inappropriate. It's actually not this one. It's the one where I'm smiling from a different time. This is the more recent, updated version of it. But, you know, same as same. Bible fanfiction? Interesting. Oh no, I'm sorry, I have a headache. Yeah, the one where I'm smiling is the one that they used last year when they were like, time to dox you. And I was like, you're doxing me because of this picture of me smiling, fully clothed. Alright. Evil. But it's like such an old mindset too. Like when I was younger, I just minded my business and like I didn't take offense to things that I didn't think were normal. Like people have always, like, I guess, what do you call it, indulged in dark fiction. Like that's something that has existed for eons. You think about all of like the prolific writers of our time, like a lot of their content is dark content or morally gray to like just morally inept writing. Like you have like murder, and you have like these like intense mysteries and dark themes. And it was never so much a problem because it was fictional, and that was like a consensus across the board that like these aren't acceptable things in real life, but you can consume them in fiction, as are most horror movies or crime movies, or even like a lot of your coming of age movies have some like really not legal content in them. But the point of it was that people knew and could distinguish fiction from reality, and that concept doesn't really exist anymore because there's like lines they make that make very little sense. They're like, oh, well, FPSs, those are fine, but you cannot write like an aged up AU of this character because you're sexualizing that character. But you can make that character a murderer. That's fine. Because we're cherry picking what laws we can break in the fictional realms. How many prints am I signing? A couple thousand. We're talking crazy internet, how the internet's changed. We're talking sign and prints. We're talking about basically whatever you guys want to talk about. Yeah, like if you think about like all of the, what are the, Hansel and Gretel, is it Anderson? Is it a Hans Christian Andersen? Babe, what's the Hansel and Gretel? What's the dark themed story of it? Is it Anderson who wrote it?
Hans Christian Andersen.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, Hans Christian
I'm not
Andersen.
sure though.
And then Grimm's brother. Yeah, both of those are very, very dark tales. But they are the like a growing base for like some very popular
It is Hans Christian Andersen.
okay, I thought so. Popular stories nowadays because people have like lightened them up, made them a little less dark, made them for kids, you know. Do those dark original stories still exist? Absolutely. Are you telling your children the dark version before they go to sleep at night? Absolutely not. Because there's a sense of logic that still exists there. Thanks for the bits. Fun fact, after I got doxxed last year, I wrote like a few pages of a thesis on like the effects of fiction and reality. And then I decided that it was taking too long and like I didn't owe anybody that deep of an explanation. So I stopped writing it. But you know, when we were talking about podcasts, I was like, that would probably be a pretty good podcast to talk about. Oh, that's fair. The like fairy tales to like scare children to go to sleep, or else the boogeyman would get them or something. Oh, Ellie, thanks for gifting people some subs. That's cute. Indra says hi. Hello. John, is that you? Is that your new little name? I'm so used to a Rebel Tiger. Hello. Nightmare Detective, that's a cool name. I like that. My hip pops when I think about it popping, so I feel that. Okay, I'd like to say we're about halfway through signing prints. So we're probably 2,000 prints in. I don't know. A lot. We've done a lot. During the spooky, that's a great time to rebrand. Oh, thanks. I actually have the lamest handle name, but I'm too lazy to think of a name to rebrand it, so here we are forever. I considered rebranding, and then I just turned that rebranding into like a out of cosplay handle name, so oops. Alright, this was actually MegaCon. It was the first time I'd ever worn that costume like actually worn the costume and not just tried it on. For a long time I didn't like how I looked in the suit because it was like more gray than black, and I was like, But then we were doing like Spider-Man things, and I needed like masked characters for MegaCon. So I was like, Spider-Man most of the weekend with a dash of Chisaki. We actually already saw Spider-Man. It was wonderful. So go see it if you haven't yet. I know it's Christmas this weekend. I realized that last night and about had an existential crisis. I have not had nearly enough Christmas joy this year because of all the stress, and I'm like, this is a crime against my entire soul. It's fine. And I realized, because I have a 12-month lease, I'm going to be moving again in December. Stinky. Very nice. Oh, she's interested.
It's like, I got you, master. I know. Oh man, just realized the predicament she's in. Oh, she should have asked for 18-month face.
They didn't have that option, AJ.
Oh, they probably did.
They had 6 month and 12 month.
Not for stinky butt people. Yeah.
thinking about Amanda. That's what it was.
Then you don't get any leaves because you're the stinkiest butt people.
Yeah, I don't. I'm fucking. Technically, I'm not supposed to be there.
Yeah, because you're not on the loose.
No.
That is so chaotic.
Everything about that place is chaotic. Probably wasn't my first choice. I think the original plan was that we were moving out during March was we won't be there for like 2 or 3 months. Might find better spots. So.
Overall deku.
What face? Do you think man looks weird as Deku? You do? What?
Overall deku got no love, but all the patrons are getting him, so as a physical reward, whether they like it or not.
What? What do you think? She kill this? Oh, so we can keep Amanda. But let's pet some more. Too much. She likes casual pets. Where is Liz?
Everyone's like, where's my favorite man of the house?
Oh, me?
Fred.
Rude. Fred's upstairs.
Huh.
And he's not like the I take it down kind of cat right now. He's not happy with me, said Bloom is behind me.
Makes sense.
What's this?
She's streaming. Or not streaming, doing a makeup tutorial thing.
Oh, she's doing it naked. I like.
Naked?
Yeah. It's still freckles. No, you got the Shobi door thing up.
Oh, the shoji door.
We've been cleaning up and throwing things out.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a nice house, and just realized there's still more here. I know, I should probably throw them all away, right, Faith? You're right, shouldn't.
What are you doing with the bar stools?
Just gonna toss them, unless you want them.
I might take the not squeaky ones.
So the 3 ones?
Yeah, maybe. If you don't take 2 of them.
No.
Fair.
But it's not that small, but it's like how it's designed. It's the garage is big.
Well, we still have a lot of places to store shit.
I'm sorry, what?
So we still have a lot of places to store shit.
Can't. There's no insulation at all in my garage. It's like humid and hot.
So,
I mean, I can store some furniture, but not like clothes and shit.
why couldn't you store clothes?
The pleather.
Oh, well, I mean, pleather you can't store.
Most of my cosplays are pleather that are robe coats.
Alright, then put it in a vacuum seal bag.
Oh, you're right. Right.
Then you won't have to worry about it because the outside elements won't affect it.
Is that why you zip lock your boot? I'm gonna zip lock my boot. That's what it's gonna be.
I vacuum seal everything. I put so many vacuum seal bags on my wish list for Christmas. I'm getting nothing fun for Christmas. I'm just getting. I think you're one of the only people I sent like a fun gift to.
Me?
Mhm. When you asked what I wanted.
Oh, I just got your Bad Dragon. The least brought ones, the hideous ones.
Side note, Bad Dragon was at the con this weekend, and I was like, I looked at the sizes. I was like,
You get like big?
I'd never seen them in person, and I was like, oh my god, the mini is the only like reasonable one. I was like, oh my god.
Okay, and I'm like, I was there.
I thought I was like, you know,
There is a
of the
D&D
kinky
party
repertoire. I was wrong.
guy to get money now puts the Bad Dragon dildos in him as he does his acting kits.
That is impressive.
What? You can go upstairs yourself. You want to talk to the cat? Is that what it is? Uh-huh. Oh. There, they get like SMR.
Did you?
SMR.
A dragon peen that glows that has a suction cup.
God. I don't trust glow in the dark things inside of me. It's just not gonna.
I got that too, Sugi.
Yeah, I got you.
I got it for photo shoots. But who knows? Maybe it'll have a nice dual purpose. I thought it would work really well because of like the consistency and the color for spicy photo shoots. That's honestly where my mind is most of the time. Did you? Yeah. I was like, what do you call it? The actual lube I like that prefer, that's like my favorite kind, is like a peppermint smelling and tasting one, and it is fantastic, and it's like organic. Best thing ever. But I couldn't turn up like the photo shoot possibilities of that, so I bought like 3 bottles. Also, they were like pretty cheap. I think it was like $4 a bottle for like the tiny little ones. And I figured if we did like an Airbnb shoot, I could just bring one of the tiny bottles and then you're kind of set. They reminded me of the tiny like bottles of fake blood, and I was like, this is perfect. Just add it to the like photo shoot box of goodies. Oh yeah, I'll throw that link in the the spicy Patreon for you guys in a little bit. Because I'm streaming, so I can't drop that quite yet. There was tiny peens that came in the goodie. That explains all of the tiny like penis confetti that I saw.
It was everywhere. Got it to our bathroom.
Apparently they were good in the goodie bags from Bad Dragon.
Oh, makes so much sense.
Overhaul Deku, but with cake. Oh, tiny dildos that stick to things. Stop. I thought you meant the confetti. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, not gonna lie, this weekend was the first time I'd ever stepped foot in one of their booths in my entire life, and I was like, wow, they have socks.
They had a really nice carry-on bag, by the way.
Yeah, they had carry-on bags and socks and like house scarves.
Like, damn, this is nice stuff.
I was like, they were like, which house are you in? The dragon, the unicorn, and I think one was a wolf. I was like, okay, this is wild. Right? I was like, the socks were $20, so I didn't buy any because I couldn't justify $20 sex shop socks. But cute Uraka swimsuit photos. So many Hot Topic sponsored shoot print things. Actually doing another My Hero themed swimsuit shoot soon for another company. So it's gonna be a one piece though. So expect that soon. The bag of dirt was a cookie. Oh, thanks. I had so much fun during that shoot, so I'm glad you guys liked it. I just got to play at the beach, so I really love the beach. Liz is not a beach fan. She just puts up with it for me, I think. Oh, your book of photos is full? That's so cool. You should repost it so I can see it. I hate that, like, there's nowhere to go look at stories you missed. Like, if you don't see them in the 24 hours, you're fucked. Like, you just don't get to see them in stories you're mentioned in. I was like, why can't, like, I understand, like, not being able to share them after 24 hours, but why can't I see them at all, you know? Doesn't make much sense to me. It drives me nuts. Something in the cookie bag? Listen. Don't make fun of him. He's a good he's like a cookies and cream cookie. Oh no. Yeah, I need to start going back to the gym, but I'm gonna try to get moved in before I actually do because I'll be doing a whole bunch of heavy lifting this week, so that's like the gym in a less fun, more productive manner. Actually, another gym isn't that much fun, so maybe they're about the same. Okay. This is by far my most popular photo in all existence. Like, no matter what, every time I like open the store, people are like, that one. It's a pretty cool picture. It's just wild to me. And no matter how many years have passed, it's still like everyone's favorite. Hoping when I shoot my new deku, I can do like cool pictures. More cool pictures, and then people like those in the new suit. Oh, hi. Welcome. Thanks. I'm signing like 8 billion prints. Your username looks super familiar. But I have no brain power. I did get more redhead photos. I got quite a few. So there'll be like I'll edit those tonight or tomorrow. So you guys will have that before the end of the month. You'll have more, you'll have redhead photos. If I can coerce Liz into finishing her half of the Loki Jane set, you'll have that set too.
Yay.
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 I was doing one photo set a day for the first half of the month, and then I did a duo set, and it threw my whole thing off. Because our favorite blonde can't do anything on a schedule. Oh, this lip color is actually the Makeup Forever Batman lip color. This is the Harley Quinn one. And then I just used a brown lip liner. It lasts a long time because I can like drink. It has like very little transfer. Like almost no transfer too. Which is awesome. And then even when it's fading, it's not too obvious that it's fading, I guess. I really love it. It's like very much my go-to natural lip color. It's also matte and not sticky, so that's nice. And it smells pretty. Jackalope Cosmetics. I'll look into that. And that's cool. You drew fan art of us. I love looking at all the fan art of us. It's very cute. I actually came across a bunch of my old art when I was unpacking stuff from the attic, and I was like, oh good gosh. So I threw it all away. But it wasn't half bad. Like, I think if I kept working at it, I probably would be a pretty good artist today. But that ship has sailed, clearly. Do you ever wonder, like, how things would have been different if you took a different path? Draco. This location was so pretty. This, like, Airbnb we stayed at with the castle. 10 out of 10. This location, also gorgeous. This was actually after doing like a promo for a game, like a D&D shop. And we just went exploring for no reason. We found a bunch of cool locations. Oh yeah, all of my old art is like real raunchy, and I was like, dang, okay. Or real angsty, no in between. And you know, actually, that kind of still tracks, so. Ugh, maybe these won't go out before Christmas. Or maybe, I think they'll definitely go out before Christmas, but I wonder if they'll arrive before Christmas. Probably not. Oh, there needs to be more hours in the day. Oh, good night. If it's at the top of the trash bag, I'll show you some. I'll throw it in the Discord, the Patreon Discord. If it is not at the top of the trash bag, it will remain a mystery forever. It was good talking to you as well. Have a good night. I used to draw. Very, very specific on the used to. And then I started focusing on cosplay. I was like, drawing is something you have to give a lot of time to. It's a very intense dedication, especially if you want to like progress in it. I like these life lessons that you've brought to us. Goth Dog 97. Yeah, I think the last time I drew was in college. Yeah, all mobility exercises kind of suck. I think they're meant to though, because they're meant to push your like tendons and everything past like a specific like point of resistance. So when they move naturally, you don't have that ache. Good night, Allie. I feel like I look like a weird lion every time I yawn because I'm like, oh, nice, delicate yawn. I'm like, yawning. Ooh, your man should be home. What time do you work tomorrow, babe? 9 a.m. Alright, well, tell me whenever you're ready to shower, and I will get off of live. If I have to, I'll just sign the rest of these in the morning.
I mean, I'm still doing makeup.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, that's how I feel every time I do Patreon awards. They're very overwhelming because it's just like you sign you just keep signing and it feels like a never-ending pile. Look, we got to a different print. We finished with Draco Malfoy. Now we're on to Tuxedo Mask. I still have these piles too. So, nice and Muzak. You know, that would be such a good ship. I've never considered that. I've considered Usagi and Seiya, but like Mamoru and Setsuna. Very interesting ship. Oh, have a good night. And thank you. A whole song about him, damn. Well, yeah, wasn't she in love with him? I thought that was like just a canon fact. Like everything she did was for him. Like obviously, like Usagi exists there, but she was very much like, I will stand at this gate and do whatever he tells me to. And then like he visited her every so often, but then he couldn't visit her after a certain point, and she was like heartbroken. And I was like, damn, that unrequited love. See, that's what I thought, but like in the manga, it, like lays it on really thick that like she's just madly in love with him, but they're forbidden lovers because obviously he's destined to be with Serenity. Honestly, who's not in love with him? That man would kiss your feet. Yeah, there's so much that they left out in the anime, which I get, because like there was just so much content from the books and everything. There also is the issue that all of the the original like transcripts into English took out a lot of like the relationships that existed that they deemed inappropriate when they brought it over. But I think you can still like get the like, as long as you get like older like original, like not original I guess, but like like Japan sourced manga, then you can because they do have some like translations that they do in-house over there, then you can get like the original plot lines. I was like, they didn't butcher the manga nearly as much as they did the anime, especially that original one. But I think I could be wrong, but I think they fixed most of what they were messing up in the original Sailor Moon, when there was like, when like Uranus and Neptune were like cousins or something. They fixed all of those like flukes in Crystal, but I think there's some things that were left out. I was like, to be fair, the original like series, anime series, was very like dark, and they took out a lot of I think the more bloody scenes, or like not child friendly scenes. Yeah, I think they correct that in in Crystal. Pretty sure they correct that Sailor Venus is the leader and Sailor Moon is kind of just like their deity, basically. Like she is like, but Sailor V is the leader of the Scouts, like she always has been. And Sailor Moon wasn't supposed to be like a warrior. She was supposed to be who they protected. Sailor Moon was like, nah, I'm gonna fight too. But when they make it to Utopia, like, is it Neo Tokyo? She's supposed to be not fighting anymore. And I guess she's making babies. I haven't heard that series. Or that theory. That's crazy. Like, I know she wasn't technically supposed to be a Sailor Scout at all, because the moon isn't technically a planet, so there shouldn't have been a scout for it. It was just she was supposed to be the goddess, or deity, I guess, of the moon. But to make it easier, they were just like Sailor Moon. They also really downplay Endymion, because he's also supposed to have like pretty impressive powers, but he's kind of just a goofball in all of the anime. He's only helpful when it's needed, like for a plot device. Otherwise, he's like, my work here is done. Goodbye. Yeah, he's got some crazy powers. Like, his powers are supposed to be enough to protect Princess Serenity. Hence why he was like cast as like her last defense before like the whole initial issue happened, because Mercury, the fail scape, there's like one of the planets is like a fail safe plan in case something goes wrong to like the planet destroyer. I think it's Mercury. Hello, welcome to the chat. Saturn, gotcha. Yeah, Saturn was the reset that, but only in specific circumstances. Like, she's supposed to stay asleep the whole time, which didn't make much sense. Like, they like worded it way better in the manga, but in the anime they're like, yeah, you fucked up, so she's gonna wake up and eat your planet. And I was like, okay. Like, they didn't thoroughly go through like enough, I think, in the anime to like make much sense for anyone who didn't have context from the original series. Like, they didn't go into like the original like Princess Serenity or like Sailor Moon's mom enough, and I think that was more like an important aspect to go into, and like their roles and like who they actually were and yada yada yada. Yeah, Saturn's story is so fucking sad. I was like, yeah, they made it sound like she was just like a walking time bomb that they couldn't trust, and it was like, leave her be. That's a cool theory. And thanks guys. I'm glad you've been a fan for so long. Welcome to the chit chats where we're talking about Sailor Moon as I sign Sailor Moon prints. Albeit our favorite underrated man. I scaled a building for this picture. Appreciate it. Scaled a building in a 3-piece suit. A 3-piece tail suit. And then I wrote my fans, so. Trying to climb over a fence. But it was after we were done shooting, so. It's fine. So, if I wear a tuxedo mask to a con, I'm gonna have to buy him some new pants. You know who I like weird, like so off, like speaking of other like I guess magical girl-esque shows and characters that I want to do that aren't like the main character, I guess. I want to do Ikuto from Shugochara, and I have a whole UA costume from Cardcaptor Sakura I haven't worn because I need to make him some white wings, and we all know how good I am at following through with making wings. It'll be easier once I have a bigger space to work on props, because we're gonna get a greenhouse in the backyard and use it as a spray paint area. See how that works out. I'm a little worried about the humidity aspect of that, but we'll work it out. Oh, maybe we'll put some holes in it so it's less humid. And then I also wanted to do Kishu from Tokyo Mew really badly. I have seen Mermaid Melody, but it was so long ago that I don't fully remember a lot of it. Mermaid Melody is one of the few that I didn't reread or like rewatch. Why are you being so uncooperative? All right. That's a lot of pictures of me. That's impressive. Oh my god. Yes, it would be so fun, right? In his little shorts. His outfit's so ridiculous. Ikuto's outfit though, so aesthetic. Also, crop top cat boys. Fantastic. I feel like Minto is too close to Venti for Liz to like the character type. Honestly. But Zakuru would be a super fun character to do. Oh, we've gotten to the Patreon prints. I think this is a metallic one. Oh, it totally is. Wow. Metallic gay. Gay but shiny. It's like a shiny Pokemon, but just shiny gay. I feel like they gave me far more of these than they should have. These are all metallic. That's strange. That's wild. I feel like there's a miscalculation on prints that I needed. There totally is. Why is there so many of those? Weird. Another metallic. This one came out so cool with the blue. I guess I'm gonna do metallics. No. And then obviously, it's not showing up that well. And then the thigh one was like a metallic. Wee, shiny thighs. Okay. More Sailor Moon. I don't know if it's a bad miscalculation. It could explain why my order was so expensive this time around. I'll have to check later. Not much I can do about it now. Santa Bakugo for the holidays. I had so much unbridled confidence in this shoot. It's so obvious. I don't know why I did. I was just really feeling myself that one night. It's a rare commodity. That's my favorite baka, or your favorite baka that I've done. Fair enough. These look like they're store envy prints though. Spicy Draco Malfoy. I definitely will. All the extra prints I have, like, so I always order like a couple of extra for Patreon prints just in case like someone's rewards get lost. I can ship out a replacement reward. And then if they don't actually, if no one loses their prints, or I don't have to ship out any replacement sets, those extra prints get put in the folder to go to cons. Because I won't ever sell like Patreon exclusive prints on the store online because it's not fair to the patrons. But I will bring them to conventions. So if you come to the booth at a convention, you can get some Patreon exclusive things. The good goods. The exclusive goods. I have international, like all my print sales and store openings are international. Probably shouldn't have done it because it's so expensive to ship international right now. But I did it anyway. It sucks because most of my fan base is international, so I want them to have the ability to get stuff from me. But at the same time, it ends up like costing way more for them to get anything to them. Ooh, spicy eyes on. Brain go burr. So I have to do some videos coming from the future for reasons I cannot discuss. They get to be of my choosing. I was wondering, what kind of videos do you guys like? Do you like videos where I do transformations, or do you like videos where I do makeup, like kind of like this process of getting into makeup, or do you like the ones like the Harry Potter one where I made the pumpkin juice? What do you like? What do you want from me? I'm curious so I can know what to focus on. Makeup and transitions and dance. My favorite color? I don't think I have a favorite color. I mean, I have colors that I naturally pull towards, but there's quite a few of them. It depends on the day. I was like, this color of green, one of my favorites, but I also like crimson reds and sapphire blue, like black and white. So sleepy. So the part that takes me the longest is contour. Because I want to blend it into my makeup to make it look like less stark contrast and more natural. And it's so, for some reason, it's so easy for me to like slip up and go from like aesthetic shadow to muddy so fast. I don't know if it's like the type of contour I'm using, but I've tried so many different types of contour that I'm like, with my skin tone, like most of the times eyeshadow works the best for like contour for me, but at the same time that's like complicated because it's such a small palette and you're trying to cover like cheekbones and stuff like that. Rough. There's like this one palette from Morph that I use, and I use it to like contour my nose and my eye bridge and whatever, and under my lips and whatnot. But I wish it came in a big palette because it's the perfect color for contour for my skin tone, because it complements the olive so well. But such is life. Basically all pink based, orange based, or gray based contours don't work for me. We're on the last stack. Are we talking about blending like foundation or eyeshadow? I'm usually pretty good at foundation and concealer blending. Today I did kind of shitty. Or maybe I just added too much blush to my cheeks. It's like a stark contrast between like under my eyes and my chin. Looks weird. Looks okay from far away. From up close. I'm like, me. Oh, my snake's good. All of them, all 4 of them. Yeah, I have like dark spots right here. It's these. They're like natural divots. I also have dark spots here because my cheeks protrude so much and it like hollows out here and they look awful. Like, hate them. So I try to get rid of those. I do like the same style of eyeshadow for absolutely everything. I just changed the colors. I was like, 'cause it works with my eye shape. In fact, I hate this wig. I gotta restyle it. Looks like doo-doo garbage. Blech. Might redo the whole jacket, honestly. I don't like how short it is on me. I want it to go to the floor. I made it like cannon length on him, and it's blech. I don't know what mine are from. I have one, like, it's like super hard to tell when I'm in makeup, when I'm out of makeup. Right under this highlight, it looks like a very harsh line. It's actually a scar that I have on my cheek right here, and it's like indented. And like when I use highlighter on my cheeks, it's like super accentuated. I don't think you can see it. But yeah. It's from a fight when I was in high school and I got like my cheek cut open. And like it healed pretty well. There's still that like residual scarring. Oh, thanks. It is also Batman highlighter if you're interested, from the Makeup Revolution line. I like it because it's like a warm highlighter, so it's like pinkish. So it looks pretty cute on me, but it's not like harsh pink. It just blends well with my blush, which I use as like a secondary contour on top of like regular contours, like contour, blush, highlight. Create some dimension. I don't know if me fighting through high school should make me any sort of main character. If anything, I'm like the problematic side character. Oh, I love colored highlights. They're so cool looking. I used to have this yellow one and I adored it. I can't remember who it was by though. It just like, since I have like a kind of a yellow undertone, you didn't get much of the yellow, but it looked more like a very, 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 very soft gold. I was like, yes. But it was mostly like an iced gold kind of. It was great. I love using green highlight for Beetlejuice though. I will say that. I think she just finished with her makeup. That's rough. Yeah, it's Liz. She's getting into like a makeup test for like something. I have the the Icy 6 highlight palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah, Beverly Hills. And I love that one. I use that one only for like magical looks though, because colored highlighters look a little bit unnatural on me unless they're like a very specific colored highlighter. But for like the unnatural makeup looks, nothing is better. I think it's called Moon Dust or something. Maybe Moonchild is what it's called. Green and gold highlight together would be such a good Loki, like fashion makeup, you know? I think we can finish this before Liz is done. I'm trying to finish all these prints before she wants to shower so we can go to bed. That's the goal. I feel like this is the unedited version. Oh well. It would be a great color combination or like makeup look, so definitely do that if you do Lady Loki. This is the last stack. I feel like we've been doing this for ages. Two cups of tea, one donut break, and one dinner break later. Almost done, guys. Yeah, he's gender fluid, most definitely. But he definitely has, like, I think people refer to like his more feminine looks as Lady Loki, and then his more masculine looks as Loki. I don't know why. I guess it's like a differentiation. I was like, I guess you could just be like titty Loki and no titty Loki. Because he kind of just goes back and forth, but he has different outfits for his different looks. Like one of his more feminine looks is like kind of scene looking, kind of edgy. It's pretty good. I actually want to, we do have a lot of like tech wear that we could do looks in if you guys are interested in that kind of content. I'm always afraid of doing too much fashion stuff and whether people are gonna like get bored of it and unsubscribe and whatnot because they're bored of my boring content. It's my constant worry at all times, in case you were wondering. So Sylvie, I think is only a canon term in the TV Loki series. I don't remember that name being canon in the comics. In the comics, he just referred to himself as Loki, or I guess, because he had like he pronouns for the most of the part, and then when he was in a like more feminine look, he took on she pronouns. I think like terms weren't as progressive back in the day, so they kind of just, while he was like ahead of his time in the fact that he was gender fluid, I don't think they understood how to like refer to it. So Lady Loki is a canon term in the comics, but is it the best term? Who knows? But people still use it to differentiate the outfits and the timelines, I'm pretty sure. I think the reason why in the Loki series they went with Sylvie was to like not give away that spoiler, but also to more easily differentiate the two apart. And like, while Sylvie was referred to as a Loki, they called her Sylvie. You know what I mean? But like his other variants, they called Loki. Good morning. Hi Alice, you made it. Good morning. I'm still streaming. I'm still signing prints. I look far more haggard than I did when I started signing prints hours ago. I'm getting oily hair. The volume is gone. I can shake it. A little bit of volume. So which form are you guys talking about that's not related to his actual forms? The edgy one or the corseted one? Because he did make up a human form, like a human looking female form. Oh, thank you, Deadly Weapon Zero. That's very sweet. I'm glad I'm not annoying to listen to. Thanks, guys. It's all an elaborate scheme. I'm so tired of signing my own name. Snacks. Almost done. Almost done. Ooh. That's cool. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I crack a lot. Old. It's from sitting in badly orthopedic chairs. Listen, I want to buy like a nice, like, orthopedic, or like, not orthopedic, but I guess like a nice gaming chair that I can sit and do my orders in when we move into the new place. I was thinking about getting like one of the secret lab chairs, but I didn't know if I wanted Batman or Hogwarts. We're almost done with signing. I think I'm in the last like 50. Metallic prints are so much thicker than regular prints. It's wild to me. Yeah, that's fair. I was like, I gotta choose only one because I can't have like multiple gaming chairs. It's one and done. I gotta pick one and then stick with it. I got like a really cheap one from Amazon that I have been using for a while, but it's like so cheap that like the color of my jeans, I guess, when I sit in it is dyeing the color of the white on the chair random colors, so it just looks very dingy, and I'm like, maybe that'll be like the designated garage chair when we move, if I get a nicer one. As a gift, I got Liz like a Deadpool gaming chair, so she's got a nice one. So I was like, I need to get myself a nice one. It's way easier for me to buy like nice stuff for her than it is to buy nice stuff for myself, so I can justify it easier. So I'm like, ooh, shiny thing. Give to partner. Right? I was like, how do I get someone to sponsor me a chair? That's what I need to start doing. I was like, maybe if I start streaming more, they're gonna be like, wow, you really don't have a normal chair, do you? And I'll be like, nope. I was like, by the way, signing while sitting slumped over on a couch does terrible things to your lower back. My lower back is so mad at me right now. My spine. Because we're almost done for tonight. And I will take my medicine and go to sleep and try again tomorrow. Right? I'm always extra torn for the same reason. I was like, damn it. I don't know. What do I want? But at the same time, I could get a Batman chair and a Slytherin lumbar pillow. Best of both worlds. I considered that. I'm done. I am done. No more. I'm done. Oops, sorry, I kicked you guys. Why is this open? What? Why? I'm so damp. Okay, that's fine, I guess. If you updated it on Patreon already, no worries. It should, like when I type in your name, it'll show me the most recent one. So you should be good. But I'll try to double check that because I have a few other people who needed address changes and whatnot. So... we did it, guys. All of them are signed. Put them back in their box for tomorrow. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to live there in the near future, but whatever. We did it. All right. No, actually it's a wooden spoon. I don't use metal spoons because I don't like when metal cutlery touches my teeth. Very weird about it. So almost all of my silverware is plastic or wooden. See? Oh no, you're not dumb. I'm just like very like, I'm weird. So like, a normal person would be like, that's a wooden spoon and like a wooden spatula for like stirring soups or something in your coffee. And I'm like, actually, I'm just a very strange human being. And they're like, that tracks. I'm like, yes, very, very much. Oh yeah. Let's look at this organization. Can I lift this without it becoming unorganized? Oh yeah. Super organized. Giant box in my frame. It's fine. Yes. Very excited, guys. I'm also very tired. Sinky. Okay, guys. We've done it. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it wasn't super exciting. I'll be back tomorrow for a little bit to package rewards and store orders. And then, but it'll probably be like in the early evening, kind of like today. Like 5 would probably be a good time to aim for, I think. And then I'll take a break to like make HelloFresh. Maybe. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Maybe we'll start the stream off with like cooking dinner, because Liz I think also gets off at 5. So we'll start the stream with cooking dinner, and then maybe we'll pause to eat dinner, and then we'll resume, and I'll like move the setup from the kitchen to here, and we can package rewards. Five pillows made by me? I don't think I make pillows. Oh, I'm glad you got to hang out for a little bit, Alice. Food stream. I really want to just start Twitch streaming where all I do is cook HelloFresh meals. And occasionally other things. But I like to cook. That makes me happy. And I can do that with you guys, and I think that would be fun. Maybe I'll start doing it in costume. That might be fun. Like anime boys cooking you dinner. I think that would be fun. Okay, guys. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit tomorrow. I'm gonna see how she's doing. See when we're gonna shower and sleep. But I'll drop the links I promised into the Discord in a little bit. So look for those. Bye.